My name's Heather Cernick. I'm from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
I am Drew Dunleavy, and I'm from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
Hi, I'm Carson Deppy, and I'm from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
I'm Cheyenne Newmans.
And I'm Caitlin Birkin, and we're from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
My name is Jack Campbell. My name is Boomer Johnson, and we're from the Central DeWitt FFA Chapter.
And I'm Caitlin Birkin,
and we're from the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter.
In this video, we get to know the DeWitt Central FFA Chapter. They have some pretty cool SAE projects to highlight, including a vermiculture project, an agricultural communications SAE, and one student has even created his own cheesecake business. In addition, there are some awesome chapter projects to learn about, including animal anatomy statues and the Monday Motor Madness Club. Finally, we hear about the advisor making all of this possible. Let's check it out.
So these are the animals that they're animal statues, and we paint them and then we label them with like the meat cuts and the anatomy of it for our animal science class, which our advisor teaches, and these were like our final projects for the year.
So there was multiple different animals, obviously. We had the chicken, the sheep, the cow, and the pig, and it just helped us, also non-ag kids learn more about animals and their anatomy and all that stuff.
And it was a lot easier. We did presentations to our whole class that we could show different things on. It's easier to teach people when there's a visual representation.
So to start, we did some background research on this. So Caitlin and I did the chicken, and we had to find a breed of chicken that we wanted.
At least for us, we had to make sure that the chicken in the picture looked like it did when we painted it. So it took a lot of layers and a lot of time.
So on our chicken, we made these meat cuts. There's thigh, wing, back, neck, all of these, and you just tape them on. So it's an interactive activity with the students. And then on the other side of the chicken, we have just anatomy, like heart, eyes, all that stuff.
I was really new to the organization, and we had a chapter website that had just launched. So I got on our chapter website and started exploring, and that's where kind of my interest in agriculture, FFA, and communication started. And so from there, I started to work on our chapter website, and that eventually led to full-term working on our chapter website, and then led to making seasonal newsletters and going on social media and hosting other educational events in my chapter. A newsletter was definitely my favorite just because I liked making a 5 to 6 page newsletter that highlighted all of our chapters' activities throughout the whole season, and then printing that and watching our supporters, our members, our teachers look through that, and it was just really cool to learn how to design something on that scale. I think the biggest thing would be time management. Having so many projects, and especially within communications, having to get things out in a timely manner, I needed to prioritize my projects, my time, to make sure they were getting out on time. I'm going to DMAC and hopefully getting my associate's degree there, and then transferring to Iowa State to major in agriculture communications. I'm not sure exactly which career I want to go in because communications is so broad. So I'm just going to gain some experience in college and see which career interests me the most in communications.
Drew had one of the coolest SAEs I encountered during my year of service. He started his own cheesecake business. He bakes about 8 to 15 cheesecakes a week and then sells them either to order or by the slice at his local farmer's market. Let's hear him talk about this awesome project.
I started doing this since when I was 11, which I did it for 4-H first, but I only did the whole ones, which I wanted to make more money like now, so that's why I do the farmer's market. That's usually only the spring and summer and fall. This year I made like $4,000, and I was an SAE winner for the cheesecakes that we were on the farmer's magazine, and we figured out if I'd make more money, like to do it in the farmer's market in DeWitt. And then we would always sell out all the time, And then usually I would have a lot of fans and people would order like during holidays and during the summer. There's this cookie dough right here and the 5K, which has chocolate chip cookies like crumbed over and the chocolate brownie.
I started a small engines class my sophomore year of high school where we work on small engines and work on restoration skills of lawn tractors.
The group that we meet in is called Monday Butter Madness since we meet every Monday.
We normally start a meeting usually with the attendance for taking attendance and everything like that. And then of course we go through basic safety protocols saying safety glasses and sometimes gloves depending on what you're doing. And then I would normally give a task to every member. This year we are restoring a 1963 Cub Cadet Original as a small engines project. What originally got us started with this project, I found this lawnmower at an auction outside of town, and what really caught my eye from other lawnmowers is this was the first production model of the Cub Cadet series. International Harvester made Cub Cadet, and they made tractors, of course, and they wanted to get into the lawnmower business, so this was their first Cub Cadet that they made. So far, we've started off by disassembling everything, and currently we are prepping for paint. So all this shiny metal you see here, that is us sanding the paint so that way it can be prepped for painting so everything's nice and smooth so the paint coat comes out all nice. The most challenging part so far has actually been the drivetrain of the whole lawnmower. It has a very unique clutch system, and to get under it we actually have to flip the lawnmower over, which is something we've never done before, but we're giving it a try.
It's officially called vermiculture. The main part from it is the worm castings. Worm castings are a great soil booster, and they can help plants and crops grow a lot.
At the end of the day, it's essentially a soil enhancer, so it allows I wouldn't consider it a fertilizer quite yet. There's millions of microbes in one handful of worm castings, and so that is something that a normal fertilizer, chemically used, does not bring to the table. And on top of that, it's also 100% organic, so everyone wants to get the organic type that will benefit their plants, and it's 100% black, aesthetically pleasing product that everyone's kind of looking into nowadays when they want to put on their, whether it's landscape or greenhouse.
And when you think of fertilizer, there's a lot of odors to it, like cow manure. It's very, like, you have a lot of odor with that, but worm castings is odorless. You could grab a handful, smell it, and you wouldn't smell a thing, it just smelled like earth.
So that's very valuable nowadays fertilizer.
We have a room, maybe not quite this big, but it is full of buckets of worms that stack up to be, that are on a pallet that are like 7 to 8 feet tall, and almost 750,000 worms, maybe up to 1,000. We don't have an exact number.
They put normally 250 worms in one bucket, one traditional bucket size, and in that bucket size you can start with organic matter or 50% peat soil and 50% worm castings, and then over about a 2-week period it turns into worm castings because it goes through the worm's digestive tract. So
right now we have 10 to 20 tons of worm castings, and we can use it on our own products, we can sell them.
Personally, I wouldn't have just joined FFA by myself, and I wouldn't have stuck through that, I don't think, because nobody in my family has really been in FFA, and I've just always been interested in ag, and she's really pushed me to stay in FFA and just be active in all these activities that we do.
She always pushes you to do the best that you can and try new things, and she definitely helps you get out of your comfort zone. And once you get out of your comfort zone, it feels really good.
She just encouraged me a lot, and I just really appreciate it.
Mrs. Grants has impacted us because not only does she want us to learn the criteria, but she really wants us to expand for after high school, and she really kind of sets the standard for us on what some potential career ideas are and what we could do in the big stage of life.
She has positively impacted me personally, by just making everybody try to do the best that they can. You know, she doesn't just let you, you know, sit by and do things, you know, just slacking off and, you know, kind of doing the bare minimum. You know, she's going to try to push you and try to make you better.
Miss Grants really helped me like go out of my comfort zone by doing FFA competitions, talking with community members, and she just really helped me become a better speaker overall and to get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
I think having an advisor who is so dedicated to FFA and so passionate about agriculture really helps. She is very organized and goes out of her way to help students. So having her support throughout FFA and my SAE journey has been really amazing. Her leadership and passion really has spilled onto me and helped me develop my passion and spot in FFA.